Coach, if you'd like to start us off with an opening statement, please.
Great baseball game. I really don't have much to say.
Questions then?
Coach, start with the earlier game. What are you thinking as Matt's first ball goes about 10 feet foul, and then obviously the second one goes over the fence? What are in between that, or when it goes foul? What are you thinking right there?
As a baseball player, everybody knows usually what happens. First ball goes foul, next ball either strike out, pop up, swing the ball in the dirt. I mean, but there's certain people who don't let that happen. And the guy sitting next to me did a phenomenal job. And as soon as he hit it, I yelled out, "That one's not going foul." And it brought great elation to our team. It was an outstanding win for us.
Coach, two games in a row, you guys got up 4-0, both times Stanford came back. Can you talk about this, the resilience Stanford showed in both games?
Stanford's a good team. To be honest, I thought we did a good job swinging the bats for the most part throughout the whole game. They made some good defensive plays on us, and I don't have a stat sheet in front of me, but I think we gave them 12 extra bases in regards to walks and hit by pitches. And so, I don't care who you are, that's pretty tough to overcome. I don't know what they have, like 8 or 9 hits, and then you throw on 12 extra base runners on top of that, and they get a few hits, and next thing you know, you got runners going everywhere. But I'll tell you what's more impressive is the way our team handled it, and they kept fighting back, and we're 5 feet away from still playing right now.
Matt, can you talk a little bit about the grand slam, and I guess maybe the disappointment you were feeling when that ball went foul, and then the excitement once it went fair?
I was pretty surprised to see. I thought I put a good swing on the first ball. I was surprised to see it went as far as it did. And hoping it would hang on and stay fair, and then it did. And then, after that, I was just trying to tie the game up. I knew that as long as I put the ball in play, even if I got the hit into a double play again, we would tie the game up. So, I was doing everything I can just to put a bat on the ball at that point.
Coach, can you talk about Vincent's ball, the other one that went foul by about, like you said, about 5 feet? How I guess painful is that to see how close you were to tying that game up?
Painful is kind of a rough word, especially when I'm dealing with this team. But the fight that they show, I don't think painful has ever crossed our mind these past couple of weeks. What's funny is it wouldn't have surprised me if it was fair, just because of how things were going for this team and the fight and the tenacity that they've shown this whole week. I looked at the home plate umpire and he kind of nodded to me to make sure it was foul. But as soon as he hit it, I thought, we got a chance right here. And we had a similar situation back in my first regional at Fullerton, and Corey Brightwell hits one over the scoreboard to win the game in extra innings, and I thought for sure we had another one just like that.
Steve, did you think you were going to be able to get to Piscotti? You got 4 runs at the beginning. Did you think you had him really on the ropes?
To be honest, I don't know how Stanford does a lot of their pitching, but I just know that he throws strikes. I mean, he walked 8 guys or 9 guys in the amount of innings that he's thrown, and so I knew he was going to throw strikes, and I just knew as long as we could keep putting good swings on the ball, that's all I can really ask for. I can beg for hits and beg for home runs and doubles, but the truth is, our guys were laying good swings on the ball pretty much the whole game, and that's the value of throwing strikes. And that's one thing that we kind of didn't do in the first 4 innings. And it came back to hurt us. But like I said, the tenacity and the fight that this team showed, the way they overcame that issue was very impressive.
You've got a young team, so what do you tell the guys about obviously using this kind of as a building block or a springboard for next season?
We actually brought that up. Thank you for bringing it up. But we talked to them, and it's sad that a lot of kids who play college baseball never get to experience this. And we tell our guys, this is one of the things that you will never, ever forget, this experience, being able to come to win or lose. There's only one team happy after a college season. There's one team happy. Like I was telling them, if we go to Tallahassee and we lose 2 out of 3 there, we're still pissed, and so everybody's upset at that point. But it's just a matter of when you're going to be upset as long as you don't win it. And, these guys, the experience that these guys now have is something to build off of, and they have an understanding of exactly what it takes to get here, and the excitement and the luck, you know, just trying to create your own luck sometimes, and just the fight and the never-ending will to stop fighting in a game. You know, I mean, that showed in the first game, just 6 runs unanswered. It was pretty impressive.